guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Christy and I am currently revising my contemporary women's fiction novel. I will hopefully be querying it in the foreseeable future. I feel like I've been working on it forever, but it's really starting to take off now, so I'm feeling good about it. So for this video, I wanted to do the writing style tag created by Katie Wilson. Katie tagged me to do it, and I was really excited about it because writing style is a topic that has been on my mind a lot lately. This is an area where I'm definitely still growing. So yeah, I just wanted to talk about it. I thought it'd be really fun. So I haven't done one of these like chatty writing videos in a while. I definitely haven't done a writing tag in a while because I was focusing a little bit more on my film-inspired writing guide videos. They're just like my analytical videos where I kind of take something popular, whether it's like a movie or a TV show, and break out the writing advice that we can take away from those things and kind of pick it apart and how we can apply those things to our own work. But those videos are extremely involved and take me a really long time to produce, and I've just been feeling like my channel is a bit of a ghost town. And so I wanted to incorporate, you know, some more chatty style videos into my regular filming schedule just so that I could feel a little bit more present on YouTube and, you know, produce more. And also, I've just kind of missed them. You know, I've missed talking about my project and missed talking about writing and the things that I'm learning. So I don't know if anyone noticed or if anyone's thinking about this at all, but I just kind of wanted to address it, and yeah. Okay, so this is the writing style tag, and the first question is, what writing rule do you break knowing you need to correct it in revisions? I was thinking about this, and I don't know that I necessarily follow a lot of rules when I'm writing, when I'm drafting, because I feel like I go a lot faster if I just don't try to inhibit myself and I don't try to, you know, police myself on grammar or on, you know, the general rules of writing. So that's definitely something that I do in revision, specifically through my read through. You know, I make notes of everything that that went wrong. Number 2 is, what writing rule do you break and don't plan on fixing? So something specific. This was when I was reading the book Sizzling Style, and they were the author was talking about em dashes and ellipses, and I think it was that book, but I've also read it online because I've done a ton of research online as well, and I've read it in multiple places about, you know, like limiting the em dash and the ellipses. But I do use the em dash in dialogue quite frequently just because I feel like that's the natural. If you're cutting someone off, if there's an argument, or if you're just cutting someone off to say, hey, go look over there, or you're trying to, you know, divert their attention, it just is not the same. It doesn't read the same. It's not the same effect if you don't have it. So I would like to see what other people's opinions are about this particular subject, because that's something that just baffles me. I just don't get why they're bad. I get the ellipses, why that would be really repetitive to see that all over the place again and again. But I just, with the em dash, that's not something that bothers me, I guess. I mean, of course, don't overuse it all over the place, but yeah, anyway, so that's one that I use, and I don't plan on taking it out unless maybe like an editor tells me to or something and gives me something better. I don't know. Number 3, how detailed do you get? What details do you think are important in your narrative? Example, the 5 senses. When I'm first drafting, I really don't put a lot of details in there. I'm an underwriter, but when I'm going back through revision, I do think, then this is something I've definitely been working on lately, is I do think that the 5 senses are really important. But that being said, I don't think that you should over-explain, and I don't think you should over-describe either. You know, I feel like just a very simple, you know, a few words placed in the sentence can really make a huge difference. Or just a sentence placed within a paragraph can make a huge difference and really help place the reader, you know, help the reader get involved. So yeah, I think I like to use all the senses, but just minimally, you know. Okay, and number 4, do you write flowery, purple prose, or to the point? I definitely write to the point. I really struggle with flowery prose, and not to say that, not to say that if your writing is to the point that you should try to write flowery prose. Like, I think that that's just your writing style, either way. But I do try, and in my revisions, draw things out a little bit more, and like again, in description, and even in, the internal thoughts of the protagonist, or, the narrator, I do try to draw that out more, just so that the reader's getting more involved. Number 5, do your MCs across multiple whips have similar dialogue styles? Probably, to be honest. I think, well, especially with my first whip, I was learning so much along the way, so I don't feel like my dialogue was very good by any means. I don't think it's very realistic, or very, dynamic. So it's like I don't even want to compare this one to that one, but I feel like with this one that I'm currently working on, it's come such a long way, and as I'm getting to know my characters better, and as I'm learning new things and new techniques in dialogue, I'm definitely seeing the differences between my characters now, and it's really exciting. It just recently, I had this revelation about one of my characters, because I thought she was so like goody two shoes. And then I realized that, no, she's a little bit judgmental. And so I started just thinking about, and it just was so nice. It was really rounding her out. And so anyway, her dialogue started reflecting that, and started reflecting this a little bit more, just like edgier vibe. So yeah, that's been really fun. So number 6, do you get voice right on the first draft? I definitely do not get voice right on the first draft. I don't get anything right on the first draft. Yeah, I'm definitely learning, and I'm hoping that, my rough drafts in the future are going to be a little bit more polished than what they've been in the past. But yeah, I mean, that's the writing process. You're learning and growing along the way. So, number 7, are you better at first or third person, present or past tense? I'm definitely better at first person, present tense. And that's just natural for me. I actually posted on Twitter about this recently. I did a poll because I was really curious, the percentages of each, because I hear a lot about third person and I hear a lot about past tense. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of get the official verdict. And it definitely was, from what I remember, third person. Dang it, now I can't remember exactly. But it was third person, and it was either past or present. I think it was third person present was the official winner. And out of first person present won over first person past. But anyway, I just thought that was interesting. For me, it's just always come natural first person, but I think it would be an interesting experience to try writing in third person, or at least writing in first person past, just to try it and just see. I feel like I've attempted it in the past, and it just was very clunky and weird to me, because I've been writing and reading a lot of first person. So, but yeah. Number 8, do you pre-plan chapters or create chapters as you write? I don't think that I plan chapters, and that's what's weird. Like, my outline, after my rough draft, the outline that I came up with was extremely involved. And I think I did try to plan out chapters, but then when I rewrote, they just played out differently. So I don't know. I do say I have some pantsing tendencies. Number 9, fave tropes, ones you use or plan to across multiple books, and tropes you hate and never plan to use. I really suck when it comes to tropes. I feel like I'm just going to come up with really obvious ones, and I'm really bad at identifying, these things. But I would say probably the trope that I really like that comes to mind is like the love or hate to love trope. I really like to see that characters, that just like don't get along, and then they form an affection for each other. That's the only one that really comes to mind. I'm so bad with tropes. Something that I don't like, and I don't know, because I feel like something that would really bother me in real life is, just like characters that are stuck up or self-involved, or, you know, things like that. But I feel like that's what's fun to write, and that's also more interesting to write, is having characters that are really complex and just like a wide variety of characters in your novel. So I don't know. I don't know if there's any particular trope that I just hate. So yeah, I don't know, but let me know if you have a trope that you hate. Give me some ideas down below. Okay, and then number 10, do you have similar themes, mood, messages, or symbols across your books? I definitely have like a similar mood across, like, you know, I've only written 2 novels, and I would say comparing them, the first and this one, the mood is very similar. They were both contemporary. This one's, I mean, that one was much younger. I had aimed for like a new adult, but it definitely ended up reading like a young adult, and I think that's probably what it should have been. I put that one down. I never finished it. That was more of like a learning project for me. But yeah, I would say like the mood tends to be like the same with mine. But other than that, I like to think that they're pretty different. I'm also just really like eclectic. I don't know if that's like conceited to say, but I just feel like I have really varied interests in things, and I'll have, you know, and especially genres. I have so many different genres that I want to write in, and because I'll just have all these random ideas that bubble up, and yeah, so that's why I feel like each of my projects are just so like vastly different, and just, you know, different messages and things. So those are all my responses to the writing style tag. Thanks again to Katie for tagging me. I'll have her channel listed down below so you can go check out her video, and the questions will be also listed down below if you want to do the tag yourself. And thanks again for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it, and that you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already so you don't miss out on future videos, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.